back to the channel where we focus on your health and financial well-being. This episode, we delve into our fantastical, whimsical journey through 10 things you absolutely, positively, and without a shadow of a doubt should do to put you in a better prepare you for your transition into the golden years of retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, retirees and soon-to-be retirees. Ah yes, retirement. That magical time when you can finally ditch the alarm clock, wave goodbye to the office, and say hello to leisurely breakfasts and spontaneous adventures. But hold your horses. Before you ride off into the sunset, there's a checklist of epic proportions you need to tackle. So, grab your notepads, put on your thinking caps, and let's dive into the 10 things to do leading up to retirement. Please take a second to press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. The channel would be grateful, and so would your financial well-being. Now back to the video. 1. Assess your financial situation. First things first. Folks, we need to play detective and assess our financial situation. Think of it as a treasure hunt, but instead of Captain Jack Sparrow's gold booty, we're searching for retirement savings, pension, and Social Security benefits. Now, you might be thinking, how do you know when you have enough treasure in your chest? Well, it's simple. Calculate your assets you expect to have during retirement. This includes savings, pensions, 401k, 403b, IRA, Social Security benefits, and other investments. Make sure you have a clear picture of what you'll be working with. And remember, just like pirates, we must avoid the dreaded financial quicksand. Fun fact number 1. Did you know that in America, the average retirement age is 62, while in Europe, it's around 65? Apparently, Europeans just can't get enough of their jobs. Or maybe they just really love office coffee. 2. Create a retirement budget. Next up, it's time to cook up a retirement budget. Imagine you're a master chef, and your retirement budget is the most exquisite dish you'll ever prepare. You'll need to estimate your retirement expenses, including healthcare, travel, and leisure activities. Think of it as gathering your ingredients. Start by assessing your current expenses, from fixed costs like housing and utilities to variable ones like groceries and entertainment. Next, factor in your estimated retirement income calculated from step 1. Next, estimate future healthcare costs by researching current healthcare expenses and how they have increased over the years. Consider factors like premiums, out-of-pocket expenses, and long-term care. Tools like the Fidelity Retiree Healthcare Cost Estimate can provide a ballpark figure for healthcare costs in retirement. Next, account for inflation by factoring anywhere from 2 to 6% annual inflation to ensure your income keeps pace with rising costs. Next, prioritize your spending, focusing on essentials first, and then allocating funds for discretionary spending. Lastly, build a cushion for unexpected expenses, ensuring your retirement finances can handle any surprise blitzes. In the end, make sure your income sources will cover your expenses. And don't forget to add a pinch of fun money for those spontaneous adventures. There is a bit of a balance in your estimates and projections. Estimate too liberally, and your retirement nest egg dwindles faster than expected. Estimate too conservatively will leave more for your IRAs. So when in doubt, it's better to project more on the conservative side and regularly review and adjust your budget to reflect actual inflation and healthcare cost increases. This ongoing adjustment will help you stay on top of rising costs and make necessary changes to your spending or saving strategies. And just like a good souffle, your retirement budget needs to rise to the occasion. Keep it fluffy and don't let it fall flat. 3. Pay off debts. About 5 to 10 years prior to retirement is the time to become a debt-destroying superhero. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to pay off any outstanding debts before retiring. We're talking mortgages, car loans, and credit card balances. Slay that debt like Spider-Man slayed the Green Goblin. Generally start with credit card debt first, since this is considered unsecured debt, and it's likely your highest interest rate. Some of the credit card interest rates today are over 20%. If you are not able to pay off all your debt prior to retiring, such as mortgage, then be sure to have planned to take care of that remaining debt as soon as possible. You do not want this baggage in your golden years. With great power comes great responsibility, and nothing feels quite as liberating as entering retirement debt-free. Imagine soaring through the skies without the weight of debt holding you down. Pow, bam, debt be gone. Fun fact number 2. In Europe, particularly in countries like France and Italy, retirees often enjoy more leisure time due to shorter work weeks and longer vacations. It's like they've been practicing for retirement their whole lives. 4. Review health insurance options. All right, doctors and nurses, it's time to get serious about our health insurance options. No one wants to spend their golden years worrying about medical bills, right? This is something you should be thinking about 10 years leading up to your golden years. Take the time to begin educating yourself on your health care and long-term care insurance available to you. Understand how Medicare works and what supplemental insurance you might need. Think of it as giving your retirement a thorough checkup. And don't forget to consider the costs of long-term care insurance, because we all want to be prepared for whatever the future holds. Most Americans rely on Medicare once they reach 65. Will you choose one of the Medicare Part C Advantage plans or just a straight Medicare plan? By the time you are at 3 to 5 years out from retirement, you should have a solid idea which health care plan to choose. If you work for the federal government, they often offer health care benefits past retirement. Healthy retirement, happy retirement. Now, say ah. 5. Evaluate and update estate planning. Hear ye, it's time to talk estate planning. Review and update your will, power of attorney, and healthcare directives. 3 to 5 years leading up to retirement is your chance to make sure everything is in order for your loved ones. Think of it as writing the final chapters of your epic life story. And hey, consider setting up trusts if necessary, because even in retirement, we can be fancy like that. A revocable living trust can sidestep time-consuming probate and circumvent costly estate taxes. Talk to an estate attorney for a plan which best suits your case. Fun fact number 3. In the Netherlands, retirees can enjoy what is known as part-time pension, where they can gradually reduce their working hours while receiving part of their pension. Talk about easing into retirement. 6. Plan for taxes. Taxes. Everyone's favorite subject, right? Just kidding. But seriously, folks, planning for taxes in retirement is crucial. Understand the tax implications of withdrawing from retirement accounts. Consider consulting a tax advisor to minimize tax liabilities. After all, we want to keep as much of our hard-earned treasure as possible. This is where it may make sense to strategically transition pre-taxed retirement assets to a tax-advantaged Roth IRA account in order to soften the blow once you begin to withdraw from those retirement accounts. If you have a traditional 401k, understand there is a process to transition to funds to a Roth IRA. Make sure to do your research or talk to an accountant for those details. Remember, it's not always about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Let's outsmart those taxes together. Fun fact number 4. Southeast Asia is a major draw for retirees, offering warm weather year-round. Countries like Thailand and Malaysia offer special retirement visas for foreigners and excellent private healthcare systems, making it easier for them to settle and enjoy their retirement. There are vibrant expatriate communities, especially in places like Bali, Indonesia, Phuket, Thailand, and Penang, Malaysia, which offer a social network and support system for foreign retirees. These countries are known for their affordable cost of living, making it an attractive destination for retirees looking to stretch their savings. 7. Maximize retirement contributions. Maximize contributions to 401k or 403b accounts, IRA, accounts, or other retirement accounts. The earlier you start contributing to your retirement accounts, the more time you will have for compound interest to work in your favor. Think of it as scoring the winning touchdown or hitting a home run. Every dollar counts. 10 years or more leading up to retirement, you should be maximizing those retirement contributions aggressively, like Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter of the NBA playoffs. For IRA accounts in 2024, those who have an adjusted gross income of less than $146,000 US dollars annually for individual tax filers or $230,000 US dollars annually for joint filers can contribute up to $7,000 US dollars. Those individual tax filers who make between $146,000 US dollars and $161,000 US dollars are in the phase-out income range, $230,000 US dollars and $240,000 US dollars for joint filers, and can make partial contributions. Unlike Roth IRAs, you can contribute up to the maximum contribution limit to a traditional IRA, regardless of your income. Pro tip: the federal law still allows you to transfer funds from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA. Make sure to do your research, since you will be required to pay taxes on any funds transferred for that tax year. Research Backdoor Roth IRA for more on this. For 2024, the contribution limit for employees who participate in 401k, 403b, and most 457 plans, as well as the federal government's thrift savings plan, is increased to $23,000 US dollars. Take advantage of any catch-up contributions if you're over 50. In 2024, you can contribute an additional $1,000 US dollars to your IRA, an additional $7,500 US dollars to 401k, 403b. That's $3,500 US dollars for 401k or 403b accounts alone. If you don't have access to a workplace 401k plan, you can look into whether you're eligible to contribute to a self-employed 401k or simplified employee pension or SEP IRA. If you are over 50 years old, you can contribute up to $38,500 US dollars annually towards your retirement accounts or $47,800 US dollars annually if you are over 55 years old and also have a health savings account. Go team, go! Let's retire like champions. 8. Communicate with your employer and decide on your retirement date. Very important to communicate with your employer your retirement plans. Notifying your human resources department about 1 year out from retirement is good for most employers. If you work for the government, you may consider having that talk about 2 years out with your human resources department to begin coordinating your retirement plans and discussing any transition period. Ensure you understand your company's retirement policies, including any severance packages, pensions, or other retirement benefits. About 6 months to 1 year out from retirement is the time to pick the big day. Deciding on your retirement date is like planning the ultimate party. Choose a date that aligns with you and your significant other's financial and personal goals. Consider the timing of Social Security benefits and any company retirement benefits. This is your moment to shine, so make sure the stars are aligned. Leaving on a good note is always the best policy. Maybe even throw in a retirement party for good measure. Circle that date with gusto and start the countdown to freedom. Fun fact number 5. Japan has one of the world's highest proportions of elderly people, leading to advanced healthcare services and leads in developing senior-friendly technology, including robotic caregivers and easy-to-use mobile phones designed for the elderly. 9. Plan your post-retirement activities. Adventure awaits. Now that you're retiring, it's time to plan how you'll spend your newfound free time. Planning post-retirement activities requires a thoughtful approach to ensure a fulfilling and financially sustainable lifestyle. Start by listing your interests and passions. If gardening excites you and you live in a house with a yard, plan for flower beds, vegetable patches, or even a small greenhouse. For condo dwellers, consider indoor plants or joining a community garden. Next, map out travel plans that align with your budget. Opt for road trips, visiting national parks, or exploring nearby towns, which can be more economical and equally enjoyable. Volunteering in your community is another enriching activity. Research local opportunities at animal shelters, food banks, or libraries. For example, you might help organize events at a community center or assist in literacy programs. If you're interested in part-time work, seek positions that match your interests, such as a bookstore if you love reading, or a golf course if you enjoy sports. Common tasks retirees engage in include maintaining fitness through walking or yoga, attending classes to learn new skills, or participating in social clubs. Ensure your plan balances leisure and engagement while keeping financial considerations in mind, allowing for a rewarding retirement. The world is your oyster, and it's time to explore. Want to learn salsa dancing? Go for it. Want to volunteer at an animal shelter? Absolutely. The possibilities are endless. Retirement is the start of a new chapter, and you're the author. Write your own adventure story. 10. Establish a health savings account. If you want your financial playbook to include a secret weapon, consider the Health Savings Account, or HSA. This account is the unsung hero in your retirement portfolio, offering a trifecta of advantages that are hard to beat. First, your contributions to the HSA are tax-deductible. That's like starting your drive from the 50-yard line instead of your own 20. Second, the funds in your HSA grow tax-free, ensuring every yard gained is free from the long arm of the IRS. Third, withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are also tax-free, making it feel like you've dodged all the tackles on your way to the end zone. To qualify for the HSA, you need to be covered by an employer-sponsored high-deductible health plan, or HDHP, which covers the costs of your basic preventative health care needs such as annual medical checkups, mammograms, colonoscopies, etc. The HDHP has a deductible of at least $1,600 US dollars for individual health plans or $3,200 for family plans. For the 2024 calendar year, the contribution limits are $4,150 US dollars for individuals and $8,300 US dollars for families, with an extra $1,000 US dollars catch-up contribution for those aged 55 and older. Think of it as having Barry Sanders who knows how to gain those extra yards when it counts. But the HSA is not just a savings account. You can invest your HSA proceeds, turning them into a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, exchange-traded funds, or mutual funds. This investment potential allows your savings to grow tax-free, setting you up for a long-term victory during retirement. And if you need to pay for past medical expenses, the HSA lets you call an audible and reimburse yourself later, covering those costs even if they're long behind you. This can really maximize your investments. So, whether you're planning for future health expenses or reacting to unexpected blitzes, the HSA is your go-to asset, ensuring you stay ahead in the financial game. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 things to do before retiring from your job. It's been a whimsical, comical, and hopefully informative journey. Remember, retirement is not the end. It's just the beginning of a grand new adventure. So, prepare well, stay positive, and make the most of every moment. Until next time, signing off with a hearty, happy retirement. Now, go out there and work on making those golden years truly golden. Oh, and one last thing. Never forget to laugh and enjoy the ride. After all, you've earned it. And remember, folks, whether you're retiring in America, Europe, or anywhere else in this wonderful world, the best is yet to come. Cheers to new beginnings and endless possibilities.